you're a business that can be acquired for millions of dollars. We're seeing it happen right now. There's a brand called, it's actually Ancient Proteins, not Vital Proteins. There's a brand called Ancient Nutrition. Had a $100 million raise recently. They were a 2-year-old company. RX Bar was started in someone's basement, sold for $600 million about 5 years later. 7th generation recently sold for $700 million. They sold paper towels and laundry soap. Dollar Shave Club sold for $1 billion on the back of one YouTube video. I picked these examples intentionally because none of these are Amazon businesses, but they all killed it on Amazon because they had done the other things well. Now, I want you to understand where this falls in terms of the order of operations. Because we hear about people selling companies. Who the heck is buying these companies? And this is going to help you realize what you're sitting on right now. There's businesses like Kellogg's, for example. Kellogg's, we think just sells cereal and cereal bars, right? Well, Kellogg's was the company that bought RX Bar. What you might not know is that Kellogg's is owned by a private equity group that buys up multiple brands. So you have this brand that buys this brand, and that brand buys this brand. And then down here, you have investors and other private equity groups who are in the business of raising money from investors who need a return on their money. And the way that they get it is they buy your company. Because you put blood, sweat, and tears into a business, and it's producing profit. There's other groups who say, we have all the money from investors, they want 9% on their money, so we're going to buy your business so that we can pay out our investors, and we'll grow this business. And when that happens, there's another brand. Now comes Kellogg's, and Kellogg says, hey, we saw you grew that company, we want to buy it for tens of millions of dollars. Because the only way we know how to grow as Kellogg's is to buy more companies. They all know that the game is changing. They all know that young, scrappy, hungry entrepreneurs are up to something on this Amazon thing. They all know that you are innovating faster than the big brands can. And rather than change their business model, they come and they buy your company. And they pay out their investors. So if you think about this, you have the brand that is looking to buy up companies. You have the private equity group that is raising money from investors and has to pay out a profit to their investors. And the way they do that is they buy you at the bottom of the chain. And when you realize that they all need you to go build profitable companies, as young, small entrepreneurs, we forget that. We're the engine behind the thing. Us releasing products, us building audiences is the engine behind the big old rich dudes paying out their investors. We're the engine behind the big brands growing and buying our company. It's why I like to say, money can't do shit without you. We all get into this game because we know money makes it easier to have freedom. But what no one tells us is that money can't do anything without you. And money is chasing brands who have raving customer bases, who have different products, who are moving quickly. It's why I advise my students and my clients to spend every dollar they can back into the business to build a bigger audience, to launch more products, to go more aggressively. to move faster. And as a result, we have students who were not entrepreneurs a few years ago, selling companies for a few $1 million all the way to $20 and $30 million. And that's at the beginning of the wave. This wave is getting bigger. This wave is moving faster. And it's why what you are building and what you are doing is way bigger than you realize. This is bigger than a little thing that makes you some side cash. This is way bigger than something that you do so that you don't have to work a traditional job. This is something that other businesses are eyeing because they know that you are innovating faster than them. There is money pouring into the marketplace to acquire businesses like yours for amounts that could completely change your future and your financial family tree. This is way bigger than some side thing that you do in order to make some nice cash. If you play this game well, this game changes economies. It changes your family's future because money needs you to move, and it will chase you as a result of you going all in.